Hello and welcome to TalkFCB and welcome to a special day. Because how many times have we all been here before a big game, before a big occasion, waiting for this team, waiting for a performance to arrive on this stage and perform in the way that we know how? Well, today, of all of the days in this top four clash, Barça have stepped up, they have delivered, and we have beaten Atletico Madrid by 4 goals to 2. This is special, this is emotional, and we have been waiting, asking, praying for this performance. So now, what we have to do is celebrate. Come on! Because, hello guys, and welcome back here to the channel. What have we just seen? Because I'll tell you what, aside from the win, all of the goals, all the incredible moments in the game, what a clash it was. End-to-end stuff, absolutely incredible intensity. What an atmosphere inside of the Camp Nou today. This right here, this is football. This is top-level stuff. And today, we are going to be breaking down the entirety of that unbelievable clash. Barça, though, have come out on top, and in this game, on this day, we simply had to, and we delivered. Because Xavi, as you can see right here, lined up as follows with Dani Alves, Araujo, Piqué and Jordi Alba along the back line. But as you can see there, when you look at midfield, Xavi took a gamble. He took a risk there in his selection, including Gavi as the fourth midfielder who played more off to the left-hand side. And he's so intelligent in the way that he plays. In a big game like this, he finds pocket of space, he gets involved in all the right areas, and he had a huge hand in 2 of our 4 goals today. But it was Adama Traore. He was the man who, right from the word go, he captured all of that emotion. He captured the energy of this game, and he was really causing Atletico problems running at them, really being direct and wide out on that right-hand side. Barça there, starting with Adama inside to Pedri, who slides a nice little pass into Ferran Torres there in that central area. Ferran turns, really good effort to goal, and it flashes wide there of Oblak's post. But it was a really positive start to the game from Barça. But of course, that was the thing, because actually, even despite that positive start, all of the good energy, good feelings in the game, Barça went behind against Atleti. Because on 8 minutes there, you can see they put the ball in behind into Luis Suárez. It was a very simple move, as it often seems to be against us. Suárez with a fantastic ball into the area, it has to be said. Carrasco was coming onto it, and it's a really good finish past Ter Stegen. And I think at that point, we worried. We were very concerned to go behind that early in this game. But exactly as we spoke about beforehand, we knew that today there was going to be goals, that neither team's defences were rock solid. There were going to be chances. We simply, though, had to take them. And I think the way in which Barça hit back and did it so quickly, that was really important there. Simply 2 minutes after Atletico had taken the lead, it was Adama Traore again involved in the build-up. He was looking to make things happen inside the area. The ball actually drops, as you can see there, to Dani Alves, and he sees the run. He sees all of that space there for Jordi Alba, and it was just like old times. Rolling back the years there, Alves combining with Jordi Alba, he lofts the ball over, and look at this. Look at the connection that you've got to make on that ball. It's high. It's really tight angle. Jordi Alba has got to hit this with perfection to score from there. But to everyone's surprise, that's what he does. Jordi Alba hits it on the volley. Oblak can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Jordi Alba couldn't believe it. But it hits the back of the net, and what a time to score, what a way to do it. Unbelievable celebrations too from Alba. I think there was a lot of emotion, a lot of feeling in that moment, and Barça back in the game. But I think the next goal, that was the really important one, especially in the way that it came there. 20 minutes gone in the game, and as you can see here, when Adama receives this ball, he could easily play that straight back. You could easily there take the easy option, play it back, continue to build the move, but that's not what he's about. And this is what really excites me about Adama Traore, because he's always going to think, can I beat my man? Can I go at him there and actually get to the byline? And that's exactly what he does. Now, Hermoso, he knows that's what he's going to do. He knows Adama is going to go down the outside, but he cannot stop him. No one can. When he gets into full flight, he does what he wants. He gets to the byline there, then you're talking about the final ball, and it's a brilliant cross. He stands one up. It's begging to be headed home. Ferran is in there, occupying defenders. Gavi coming in round the back. He makes the connection. It again finds a way past Oblak, and Barça take the lead. And I do think they're right the way through the game. Like I say, it was a fantastic encounter here. There were so many top quality attacking players on show on both sides today, and Atletico had their chances. João Felix in front of goal had a few opportunities there to test Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He was unlucky a few times. He looked like he was going close, and there were opportunities for Atletico, especially as well from set pieces. But Barça, you always felt confident actually today that we were going to threaten, that we were going to score. We looked so good when we were putting together our moves, going into the Atletico Madrid half. We really did look dangerous, and not just from one area. This was about spreading the play. You can see it here. Great ball from De Jong it was, in behind to Alba. He cuts it back on this occasion, picks out Pedri, and unfortunately there he hits it over the bar, but it was so good. Our play was brilliant in that first half, and I think it was only fair that just before the half-time whistle, in perfect time, we got another one. Dani Alves with the ball in. Piqué with a wonderful header at goal. So much power on it. He's beaten Oblak there. That should be a goal. But it cannons off the woodwork. You can see there, Ferran Torres, bicycle kick. He's going for the spectacular. In the end, technically, that's a great assist. And Araujo is there to slam home the finish. Centre-forward style. And at half-time, it was Barça 3, Atletico Madrid 1, and I could not have asked in that first half for any more. It was a brilliant display from minute 1 to minute 45. It was domination. It was magical football from the side of Barça. And Xavi, looking out there at his players, looking at what he's worked on the training ground, looking at what they were putting into practice. So proud and so enjoyable. But of course, heading into the second half, the big question was always going to be, can Barca maintain that level? Now, we started very well indeed, just 4 minutes into the second half, and you know what? We got another goal, because why not? Ball down the left-hand side there, Gavi again moving into all the right places, cuts it back there into the area, low and hard. Ferran Torres actually gets taken out by Atletico, and in behind, coming round the back, who is it? It's Dani Alves, again, rolling back the years. Brilliant finish past Oblak. But it wasn't just about the goal. It wasn't just about the fact that Barca had scored 4 against Atletico Madrid. But what about that celebration? First he went over to Xavi, and then he stood there, soaking up the atmosphere, looking around at the Camp Nou as they chanted his name. Dani Alves is back here again, and Barca were on their way. However, before we all got quite ahead of ourselves, Atletico were not quite done there, because on 60 minutes, they did get one back, and of course, it was none other than Luis Suárez, who got a really good reception today at the Camp Nou. Suárez there heading one back, and he also apologised there again in his celebration, just as he did at the Wanda earlier in the season, that it was time for a debut for our new centre-forward, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You can see him there getting ready to come on, and Adama Traore was the man to make way. Xavi putting a big arm around Adama, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant, and a fantastic debut from him today. I'm so happy with what he seems to be able to bring this Barca team. We're going to be talking so much more about that. But then it all kind of went wrong, and it all kind of got a bit out of hand and nervy and cautious as that game went on, because as you can see right here, this should have been given as offside. The play should have stopped. But no, the referee allowed the play to continue, as they do nowadays. Dani Alves clearly, poor challenge, poor follow through there on Carrasco, very high. Referee looks at the monitor and decides that yes, Dani Alves sent off against Atletico Madrid. And that, of course, is a massive game-changing moment there. Barca being reduced to 10 men. Dani Alves was furious at that decision. Xavi then very quickly deciding to bring on Serginho Dest in his place, and Gavi was sacrificed at that point. So what we did there, we took off an extra sort of forward midfield player who could help in the build-up and brought on a defender, and that meant that Barca very much retreated for those final 20 minutes or so in the game. And it did get nervy, and it did get very emotional inside the Camp Nou. There's a lot of decisions that seem to go against us. Our assistant coach there receiving a red card. Xavi was booked himself for appealing, even though Atletico right the way through the game. Simeone and his staff, they were moaning all the way through the game, but only Barca were punished on this occasion. But this was the key here, because this is when Barca were really going to be tested. Atletico put the pressure on. They had a man advantage. They had the momentum in the game, but we stood firm. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a good ending. Of course, the start of the game and everything we did up until the red card was much better. But that final period, that's when you get over the line. That's when you secure the points. And this season, we've let so many points slip. We've let so many moments get away from us. Not this time. We put the work in. We stayed united as a group, together as a team. And nobody today, not Atletico, not the referees, not ourselves, we weren't going to be beaten. We were not going to allow that to happen. And today, as you can see, Barca into the top four. Now, I know this is not what we dream about. We're not a club who are going to be aspiring to just reach the top four. But we all know how important this is. We all know how vital it is now that we make that step back into the Champions League. And especially now, in a difficult month of fixtures, we have started it in the absolutely perfect way. What a performance. What a display. Thank you, Xavi. And thank you to this Barcelona team. And of course, guys, what I really do want, before my voice well and truly cuts out, I want to know your thoughts. What did you make of it out there today? What sort of emotions were you feeling throughout the game? The first goal, the second goal, the third, and the fourth. What about that attacking display? And of course, all the roller coaster of emotions throughout that second half too, with Alves' red card, and then finding a way to get over the line. Please do let me know, guys, all of those thoughts down below. I know how much this means to every single one of us, how much we all wanted this win and wanted this moment in a big game. Thank you so much here for joining me, for experiencing it with me, and all of us together. We'll go on from here. We will move forward and keep progressing as a team. It's what we know we can do, and it's what now we must do. I will see you soon with plenty more videos to come. Thanks for watching and for supporting. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.